Okay, now let's continue factoring sum and differences of cubes. And I'm just going to write the general formula down here. If I have a cubed plus b cubed, that's going to be equivalent to a plus b times a squared minus ab plus b squared. Great. So now I want to break this down and just rewrite it in a different way so that I see which term is which. So, for example, here we have a cubed. How can we rewrite this? That would be 4m cubed, because the cubic root of 64 is just 4. So 4 cubed is 64, m cubed is just 4th m cubed. Then the second term, of course, is just n. This allows us to see things way better once we're factoring. Okay, so just like we have it here, we have a plus b, so the first term plus the second term, times a squared, so 4m squared, minus the first term times the second term, plus the second term squared. Great, now I can basically continue just simplifying this. So 4m plus n times, now 4m squared in brackets, 4 squared is 16, and m squared, I'll just write it as m squared. And here we get negative 4m times n, so negative 4mn plus n squared. And that's as far as we can go, so we're done at this point. I meant to do a straighter line like this, just to highlight the answer. And another line here to continue question 6. And now remember that if we have a difference of cubes, so a cubed minus b cubed, that's going to be equivalent to a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b squared. Okay, so now let's do the same thing we did over here. I'm going to start with square brackets actually. So what term that is cubed, that will give us 27x cubed? Well, the cubic root of 27 is just 3, and of course we just have the x there. Okay, now we have minus a second term, right? And this second term will be the cubic root of 8, which is just 2, and the cubic root of y to the 6th, which is just y squared. Does that make sense? Because y squared to the power of 3, so y squared cubed is y to the 6th. Then we can just expand, basically factor everything. So that would be, first term is a, so 3x. Our b is 2y squared. Here we have then a squared, so the first term, which is 3x squared, plus a times b, plus, running out of room here, b squared, which is, I'm just going to continue down below, 2y squared squared. Okay, so this first part, we'll just rewrite it. So 3x minus 2y squared. Now, 3x squared, in brackets, we have to square the 3. So that's just 9x squared. And the x squared is just x squared, of course. And then we have 3x times 2y squared. 3 times 2 is 6. We get xy squared. Then finally, 2 squared is 4. And y squared squared is just y to the 4, because 2 times 2 is 4. And that's it. That's as far as we can really simplify it. So at this point, we're also done factoring this difference of cubes. That's it.